Seema Anand, your reaction, but I want to ask you to come in on the fact that we have this entrepreneur actor who was trying to fit into a dress that was worn by a woman, Marilyn Monroe, 6 decades ago in the 60s. So women, our proportions, our sizes were all very different. Like, the Renaissance period paintings show women very differently. So is this troubling on many levels? I mean, is it troubling to you at all?
I think it's hugely troubling, but I think, as always, so I want to start by saying that I really think at the end of all this that Kim Kardashian's was a publicity stunt. I really think that, who remembers the walk down the red carpet normally from the Met Gala? It's like a couple of days, it's finished, it's gone. Look at how much time we've spent on her. So, these are people who are in the social media constantly. She knows exactly what kind of reaction something is going to have. She has a huge team behind her. So I really think this was for publicity. But to come back to your question, you're absolutely right. And, the problem is that we come from a culture from ancient times. If you read the ideas of Shringar, of the body from the Kama Sutra, they're so holistic. The idea that a woman is supposed to be real. She's supposed to have roles. She's supposed to have curves. The ultimate sexiness is exercise, somebody who's all disheveled from exercising. The sexiest thing that you could do, women were taught how to play with the ball, which is part of the Mohiniyattam, which is now only part of the dance Mohiniyattam. But, it's what made you so sexy that in our ancient literature, it's always sort of followed by a really steamy scene. So I just think that these are the role models. Unfortunately, people like Kim Kardashian are our role models. We have nothing else at the moment. I've always said that the stories that we tell define our identity. We have lost all the older stories, the ancient stories, which would have been our role models. And this is all we've got to look up to. So what do you do? How can you expect younger people, for instance, or even the people of my age group, to follow anything else? And this is the standard of beauty that's being set out for us.
Absolutely. But also, it's ironic that a few years ago, when the Kardashians came on the scene, there was a certain segment that was rejoicing in a sense because it was a different body type. It was a break away from, the wave body type, the type A's, the A-type bodies, metamorph that you would see on the ramp, for example. Yet here we are. Back to square one.
But that also, unfortunately, is, the moment you get out there in the public and you get endorsements to do, which pay you huge amounts of money, they're looking for a particular shape. And like I said, that's the image that's being put out for us. How do we actually get around to breaking away from it if you don't give people an alternative? And I just think, unfortunately, she's what we've got.